Okay. So let's start with this, right? So this is nice. Let me drag. Okay, I won't be able to do some things with it because I cannot edit. This is nice, but there are a few things that I can see. First, right, you're using capital letter and small letter. Doesn't really work that way, and that's because when you write, you don't like
Sorry, I can't
write.
hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So I said mixing two types of cases does not really work well. You have capital letter and small letter. You could use title case to make it better and not this one. Please, who is drawing on the screen? And then I also noticed that your padding is not equal. So if you notice, there's something I used to do when I am doing this, and which is this is what I do. Sorry, I'll go back to my screen. This is what I do. When I'm done with what I want to do and I group it, I'll just group everything. I ensure that I highlight the box and make it at the center and then make it align vertically. So that way the padding on the left and the right is equal. The up and the down is also equal. But if you look at this right now, you can see that your motivation is looking like there's no even padding around the
Yes,
box. And then there's a lot of there's a space, there's a lot of space down. But for this one, there's even no space down. And you did not follow a straight line. So what do I mean by following a straight line? If you notice, if I bring out my ruler and I keep it here, you notice something. Where my frustration starts is where my bio starts. Like everything is the straight on the same line. But if you go to yours, so if you go to yours, you see that this side of bio is not equal, it's not straight. So if I take a ruler and I bring it here, it's not straight. Also another thing I think it's basically it, but I like the fact that your text is readable. Just that the rather instead of having it sorry, I said I like the way your text is readable, right? I can read it, but it's just basically alignment and yeah, alignment. So let me read this. You can also see that there's no space here. So when you do something, so just take it as a human, right? You cannot wear a shirt that is so tight. That's okay. So that's you cannot wear a shirt that is so tight. Like you cannot wear a shirt that is so tight. So that's the same thing when you write your text or all of those things. Remember that these things are tight. It's just like wearing a shirt
okay.
that is tight. But let me read this though. Goals, find a tool to help manage your finance. Evaluate the app. Okay. I would first of all check for this track expense. Okay, that's you're working on a finance app.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Overwhelmed by too many days. So if this box is like this, you could reduce the text to, let me see the font size that you're using.
I use 34 or 36, I guess.
Yeah, 36. So you could reduce this font size to 24. Yeah, about it's still going to be readable. Okay, this is your design thinking. Joy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, this is nice. But I also noticed that your colors are not consistent too. This color is different from this purple color.
I will change that.
Yeah, you
Change
might
it.
want to make it consistent. Yeah. So also, I would also advise that this awareness box, right? The text should be bold. Like these headers here should be bold. Same thing
Yeah.
here, so that I know
Oh,
that these are headers and these are like the you get.
okay.
All right. So you could still
Deliver
work
it.
on it, right, to make it better.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
very much.
Mm. Next,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Sorry, I didn't get when you were explaining how to share when she complained because I'm trying to share and that's this thing is not showing.
Oh, okay. How to share?
This
Click
save
on
side.
share.
The save is not, yeah. If I open it to the any work,
Uncheck was there. There's something there. Let me use mine. If you click on share, you come here anyone. You could uncheck this for you to see your save.
it's not even checked. So it's not checked, but the save is
Oh
not
yeah,
showing.
checked it. Check it. If it's not checked, check it.
Same thing. It will take me to. I would need to go their this thing mode. Mode premium some Figma design dev mode upgrade professional go to go all of those things.
Then that means you're not you clicked a different thing. Is this what you click? Copy dev link. That's not it. See what you copy
Mm,
here.
okay. I don't know what I did though. Okay, okay, okay. I've done it. Thank you.
Okay.
So I've not done it. You know. Eh. Melody Monday.
So all right, so okay, so this first off, your text they're not readable. There's no proper alignment and spacing, padding and margin. These colors, uh, and then including this. So arrangement, just like the older what's it called that I gave to him, the other feedback that I gave to him. So this, it will be better that you use a bullet point instead of using this and make it readable. Then some of these things, so some of the texts are also inconsistent. Starting from this is a different text. This is a different text. This is a different text. So you might want to make it consistent. Also, while I like this that is here, I think the color is what is making it not match and how it is arranged. So you could look for a better way to arrange this. Maybe drag this to start with this, and maybe change this to white, change this to white, because black and blue does not really match. I like the overall concept. I like what you're trying to do here, but you could arrange the text properly to make it blend. Okay. So I can see that this is the only thing that is here. How about the other one? Obiageli. How about the other one?
But which one?
So the one of yesterday.
Oh, okay, I didn't send that one's link. Should I send it now? I don't know
Eh?
what I
You
can.
do it
So you're
differently.
supposed to do it inside of Figma. That way it's better.
Please don't check my way.
I'm checking everyone. So,
Maybe.
not completed. So you just did the template. You just drew the templates.
I was planning to finish them after class today. I didn't know we need to submit soon.
Okay, so this is good, but the same feedback I've given so far. Let your headers always look like headers. Let your text always, this is also not readable, so you might want to increase line height to it. You might want to add line height to bring down it. Then these are not the same size, so you could make it same size so that it will be easy. Um, while this is nice, it just looks like when somebody is writing something on a piece of paper, it does not really give the feel and vibe of a design. So I can change the colors that I was using here. You know that because in class it was not showing what it needed to show. So these are the 4 persons that I've submitted and I've given my feedback. So you can go back and rework on it. You see that even Google Form, they are making their work easy. Can you see? They've even started adding design, unlike the normal one that we know about. They are improving on it every day so that it looks like a real design. All right, so let's move to what we have for today. I'm still asking, is there any question before I introduce something new?
Ma,
Yeah?
good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Aside from today, uh, what about others that haven't taken they haven't gotten their feedback? Is there any other, like, is
They
there
have
any
not
other
gotten their
day that you
Figma.
can give us to take our steps?
So what did you say?
Yes, like the assignment to give us, those that haven't submitted, is there any other day like allow for proper, can you hear me?
I cannot really hear you. This thing is
Sorry, I have a question.
okay. Go on. So I cannot hear you. Please, can you send your question on the chat?
Miriam said, aside today, is there any other opening for people to submit their stuff so you could uh,
Yes, the link is on the group, so always send it in.
okay, I think that was what she said. Abi Miriam. She has muted.
About the review of them of my work, Boma, you said I could
Okay.
use 24 as the font size. Or I tried using 24 now, but it's not readable to me. I don't know if you can help me check.
Uh, So the thing is, I cannot give you a size to use, right? Now look at mine. Can you see that I'm even using font size 20? It does not look readable. It looks readable now. If I play it, you know that this is like just the design space. When you play it, when you print it, when you send it, when you export it, can you see that this is 20 and it's large?
Mm.
Yeah. So it does not really matter.
But
Sorry, ma,
so please, what are the dimensions of okay, your frame? Your frame
Yeah,
is
my
quite
frame.
large. It's quite
My,
large. So how come my own is smaller and my this thing is about size 24 and it's not readable? I don't know how to make it readable.
I don't know why, but I'm using what's it called? Desktop frame. And let me fit to it. See it now.
sorry, ma, please back up to how you said you made the bio frustration, all of these things to be on one line and the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
I said you should please just back up to how you explain for Kolawole how the stuff should be aligned, like this line, this ruler stuff.
It's just to, so it's just like you writing. If let's say for instance, if you're writing on a sheet of paper, right, there is a beginning and there's the end of the paper. So you always start from the beginning, and once you get to the end, you come to the next line, right? So that's it. It's just like you now creating those space, those this in yourself, and you say, okay, this is my start. It's called margin. This is my start, and this is my end.
Okay. This line, how did this you just added this line to the back? How did you
This is ruler. You
okay?
can always check your ruler when you come to view. You turn on your ruler. And once you see your ruler, you just drag it and do what you want to do.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Ma, can you hear me, ma?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I was talking for those that were complaining about
But ma,
their size,
sorry,
the
please,
size of their
even the
font
text under
that
frustration
is small.
does not align the
Sorry,
I think
someone
two
is
people
header,
are
the
talking
talking now.
already.
frustration header. So
Miriam, someone
like
is talking.
I also have that.
Okay, can I go ahead now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, those that were complaining about their font size, that they use 24 and it still look very small. I think it can be the percentage of their screen generally, the zoom out, inside the prototype. Because I also experienced the same thing and I noticed that was the cause.
Damilare, thank you very much. My percentage is on 25%. Beside the
Yeah,
prototype.
that is why.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you said
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
get what
Thank
you said, please. You said it's on was on 25%.
this. And
Thank you.
also, if you come here, you can change the width to actual size. Okay, so is there another question so that we can move on? All right, so no, okay, the charts, your network is bad, network is bad.
Well, um,
Hello, looks like everybody's network is bad today. What's happening?
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, stay with you.
Oh,
Can
yeah, I can hear you.
will it be a problem if we don't use the actual size, like we just use what Figma gives it?
No, it's not a problem. Do you mean the text?
What you explained the other time, the prototype stuff.
Okay, so depending on what you want to do. So for me, right, most times when Figma opens my screen like this, especially for web, if it's what's it called? If you're doing mobile, right, you can leave it like that. But once it is web, once Figma opens my screen like this, I ensure that I I change it to full size. All right, so let's start what we have for today. If there's no other question. All right, so today we are going to be looking at a lot of other topics, right? One of it is competitive analysis. So normally I would have done the like design it, but I'm not going to design it. So you get to do that design yourself as your task for the week. So what is competitive analysis? Competitive analysis is just you identifying competitors in the space that you're doing, then gathering data on their products and examining their UI UX approach. And then what you do is you also assess their you assess how they do business and how it can fit into yours. So it's just like saying, I want to start pure water business and I'm looking for all the people that are already selling pure water. I'm going to look at their I'm going to look at them. So you can, if you check here, you'd see products and feature. So for the products, right, you're putting the your product, which is you, your first competitor, second competitors. So the thing is, if you have just one competitor, you use just one. If you don't have competitors, which I doubt is not possible, you leave it like that. But this would help you to analyze, to know your competitors fully and then know how they can help you. So if you go back to, remember that there's what we've been using, there's a guide we've been using, right, to look at the things that are important for us as humans. And one of the guide is this. So if you come back to this design, right, let's see if you did competitive analysis. So it did not do competitive analysis. Not everybody does competitive analysis, but this is how it looks like. So there's no long grammar for it. It's just basically looking at your competitors, what they are doing, and then using that to now, it's just like SWOT analysis also. You are using that to now know what they are doing that is not right and what you can do to also improve that service. Remember that for anything you are doing, you're trying to improve the service. So let's open this image in a new tab. And as you can see, it's just like a data, like what we did yesterday. So all you need to do is look for your competitors, then use anything based on what you've researched. You can now judge them using the different parameters. You can use pricing, you can use their feature, you can use their support, you can use the apps that they have, and you can use price, like I said. You can use their delivery time, for instance. If it's food delivery, you can use their delivery time to say, okay, these people, they deliver 5 days or they deliver in 2 days. We are going to deliver in 1 day. We are going to deliver in 1 day. And then the next thing is you look at do they have free plan. So you see all of these parameters. That's what this particular company is using to judge all of this. Now, if you check any other one, if you check another one, you still see different ways people. Okay, so this is one. So just like I said, that competitive analysis is just the process of comparing your competitors against your own brand, understand what they do, their strength, their weakness, so that you can use it against them. So they tell you when people know your secrets, right, they can use it against you. So it's just you trying to know the secrets of these companies so that you can also use it against them. Now, some of the things you can use to check it, they are mostly their primary offering, their pricing, their positioning. So any of these things, you can use it to check what they are doing well. So for, like I said, for every company, there are competitors. Every company has its own competitors. So you just need to look for what. So these are core things that you can check for quality. Is their product in good quality? If it's not, you put it there that they don't have good quality. You look at their price, customer service, their financial health, their brand reputation, product category, look at their personnel. You can say, okay, for some product, right, especially programs that are companies that are non-profit, you see them say, okay, we are non-profit, but we are focusing just on girls. That is their major what's it called? That's their major competitive advantage. Kuda will tell you that their major competitive advantage is that they are the bank for the free. You can do free transfer. Opay will come and say you can do free transfer, and now to make it sweet again, your account number is your number. So you don't need to go and cram a new account number. As far as you have this, as far as you have as far as you know your phone number, you can always do it. So looking at this, right, you can use their integration. How many integrations do they have based on what you're doing? So yes, say my dear, you have a table. So let me create, I did not want to create the table, but let me just do that. Let me use this white. So let's assume that I want to do competitive analysis like this, and I have a table. So let's say I have a table. I could easily create one table. So let's assume this is the table. I want to do the table like this. So let's assume these are my tables. I'll highlight all and add a stroke to it. And just drag it. So some of these things we've done it. So we've done how to create a table. So let's say yesterday, it's just boxes. You can even get a table from plugin. So I'll just be duplicating this because I want my table to be like this. So I'll just duplicate it. So let's assume that this is the table I want to use. And I have my brand here, which is Chow Now. Chow Now as a major, as the brand. And then I have different competitors. So my competitors are mostly Child Deck. Child Deck is my competitor. Which other competitor do I have? Glovo. So I'll put it here, Glovo. Glovo is also my competitor. Glovo. So I would now say, okay, this is what I want to, this space will be for the parameter I want to use to judge them. So my number one parameter to judge these people might be their delivery time, because it's food delivery, right? Delivery time. And you remember that I would have done my research with all of these people. I would have done my research. So for child deck, I would say they do 20 to 40 minutes. Then for Glovo, I would say I should put it on. It's on, but I don't know if it's on downstairs. IB would should be done with his class. IB should meet IB. Sorry guys. So this we could say theirs is 45 minutes to 1 hour. Maybe after our research, maybe we've asked people. Remember that you can also ask people about your competitors to know what they are doing well. And then for us, we'll now say, okay, because we are Chow Now, would offer 10 to 15 minute delivery. Guys, are we following? Are we following?
Yeah, we are.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Mama,
Okay.
but please, I have a question.
All right.
Yeah, instead of putting instead of putting our competitors' company name, can we just not put their name and put maybe competitor one or two instead of putting child X, so.
Okay, so you are scared they should not come and sue you, Abi. It's
No.
competitive analysis. You will always put it. Even in pitch decks, we put it. So what people do is they don't put their name. Sometimes they just put the logo. You can also do competitor one, competitor two, but it's not advisable and it's not wise because that way you are restricting people
I didn't get
from.
that. My network is breaking.
Hello, ma. Hello, ma. Hello, ma.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't know what it means by competitive analysis. Because to do a comprehensive competitive analysis, you need to put your competitor's name. That will give you more um, one explanation when you are defending your presentation or your projects. There's no how you won't put your competitor's name. There's no how. You can't hide it from it. You can't hide it from it.
Ma,
You have to put
uh,
it.
Yeah.
this the duplicate you are doing, you're using shortcut, Abi. What keys are you pressing?
I'm doing Control D.
For Mac.
Yeah. No, it's
Wow.
everywhere.
Control D.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just bring it down.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So is there any other question? Sorry. Sorry guys, please give me 2 minutes. Let me reply to this urgent message I have.
Okay.
We can't hear you again.
Yeah, say give me a few minutes. I'm trying to reply a message. All right, guys. So remember that I'm trying to do like a very basic this. So I could let me just highlight all of this. I think the best thing to do is to change this to our, which color have we been using? Okay, this is our brand color. So is it raining there where you guys are? Cause the rain here is
Yes, so
so
it's ready.
yeah, I can imagine.
We that we are staying in United States is not raining here.
Cannot hear you guys that much. Okay. All
We
right.
that we are
So
staying in the UK is not raining.
hello. So after delivery time, what other parameter can we use to check these people? We could use price.
Price.
Yeah. So we could say price. So we already know their price, right? Because of research
Mhm.
that we've done. So we could say for price, how do they charge? We might not use, we could use expensive. No, I don't think expensive would work. So we could say fair. Let's use fair or high. So remember that. So remember that it's not like you're doing competitive analysis to bring down your users, your competitors. If okay, if child deck is fair, you put it there that child deck price is fair. If Glovo is fair, you put it there. And then if yours is going to be high too, you include it there. So you could also use customer support, 24 hours support. They don't have support. What again can you use? So looking at this, you could use quality such as integration, automation. If they have AI feature, you include AI feature. If they have a very good user experience, like user interface and experience, you include it there. For price, you also include their price there. Customer service, you can see you can use live support, phone support, all of those things. Brand reputation, if they have any issue, you put all of those things. So competitive analysis is just based on, so those parameters that you use to judge your competitors based on the research, based on what you've done. So me, I've used Chowdeck for a while and I know that their delivery is fast and you can track it. So I can also bring what we call tracking here. Can you track on their platform? On our platform, yes, you can. Yes. On Chowdeck, can you track? Yes, you can also track on Chowdeck. Can you track on Glovo? No, I cannot track on Glovo. You put it there.
Okay.
So are we together? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's it for competitive analysis. So it's just the same way you did customer journey map. Just get your table and then know your parameters that you're using to judge your competitors, and then put your competitors, put their, if you want to put their logo, you put their logo instead of their name. If you want to, you can also use just check boxes. Feature one, check, bad, good or bad. So there's no saying that you must use text, that you must write. Really don't need to write. You can use good or bad to analyze your competitors. You can also use what's it called? Stars to analyze
Ranking.
them. Yeah, you can use stars to analyze them. You could use percentage to analyze them. You could do any of that. You could, just like this one. You could also mix it. Checkbox, good. bad with text, anything, right? Then nobody is saying you must use text. It's just that for you to do that, you have to understand, you have to do your research on your competitors. So you cannot just come up and do a competitive analysis if you've not done research on them. So that you don't defame them. There was something that happened, I think it was last year, that it so a company sued a girl for defamation of character. I think they said that gist was not really clear, but they said she was working for another competitor, and then she came on Twitter and posted that I think Erisco, and posted that Erisco's tomato paste, yeah, used to kill people. Erisco tomato paste used to kill people, and that's wait, you guys cannot hear me?
We can.
Hello?
Yeah,
We
I
can hear
can
you.
hear you.
Can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Wow.
Oh, all right. So before you do any competitive analysis, be sure that you've done your research on your competitors and what you're saying there is actually nice. Yes, she was charged to court, and what you're saying there is the truth, not because you want to. So what most people do when they do competitive analysis is because they want their own product to be like the savior of the day. You now start seeing this, they don't have good onboarding, they are bad, and then on their own product you now see good, best. You see all of those things. If you look at this example that I have here, right, you'd see that you can see our products, but they included it here that they not much of a social media presence. And that's because that's their weakness. They don't have it. They won't come and say, they have all of those things because they are trying to sell their products to users. I mean, competitive analysis, you're not sending this to your users. Your users will not even know all of those, your research grade problems, the user persona, empathy map. That's not their business. Your users' business is what's it called? The app that you build. But the importance of all of this is so that you know what you're doing, actually you know what you're doing, and then you can also give it to key team members to understand the process. Now, we have what we call a user story, right? What are user stories? User stories are basically short, specific, and goal-oriented statement that is written in the first person. So what your user story does is it represents your user's goal, their needs, aspiration, or expectation. Now we have a script for writing user story. So for user story, right, there's always as a dash, I want dash, so that's dash. So these are like the what's it called, of creating a user story. The script for creating a user story. So you could say so who can help me create one using this as a dash, I want to, based on your problem. Anybody, don't be scared. Anybody?
Hello, can you hear me,
This
ma?
is the script. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I want to say as an aspiring undergraduate, I want I want a full summary of all of the schools and their cutoff marks so that I can easily get admission.
Oh, yeah, that's it. As a this, or as a child deck user, I want to be able to put my username and my password so that I can log in to the system. As an Uber user, I want to be able to book a ride so that I can get to my destination. So looking at this example, you see, as an account manager, I want a sales report of my account to be sent to my inbox daily so that I can monitor the sales progress of my customer. Now, there are always acceptance criteria. Now, these acceptance criteria are like the conditions that of satisfaction. So you already said so repeat that you said so that we could list out the acceptance criteria.
I said as an aspiring undergraduate,
Yeah.
I want a full summary of the schools and courses applicable to me so that I can easily get admission.
Yeah. So what are the acceptance criteria? The courses would have to be sent to you either in your email or this. The courses should be in social formats. So if you might say, if you're trying to do that you're trying to design that in your design, one of the acceptance criteria you put is they should be able to download these courses. They should be able to download the PDF of all those things. So you can list them that as acceptance criteria. So that's how to write a user story. How do you design a user story? It's just user story does not even have a design, but trust us to always come up with something because you want it to be presentable. A user story is just a box and what you want to put. So for some people, right, just like you've been doing your competitive analysis, you could put like an image. You could put an image here of the person. Let's make this corner radius to be 30. After putting the image, you can just carry your text just to make it fun, right? As a child deck user. So I have child deck or child now, comma, I want to be able to use I want to be able to impute or use my email change this to black. As a child deck user, I want to be able to use my email address and password so that I can log in to my account. Put it here and make this white
Sorry,
or
ma.
make it
Sorry, ma. How do you do this background? This stuff here.
so this is picture. So I just went to the picture part. If it's on color, this is color. This is linear, that's gradient, and then this is picture. So anyone you want. So I think let's keep it back at this background and then make it let's see, maybe make this 37 so that I'd have a good line spacing, and then I'll just highlight to make it this. I want B highlights, sorry. So I want is highlighted so that they'll know that it is this as A. Let's highlight this and then so that just know that it's a user story, and then this is a user story card. You can add it to your design. Checking this case study. So using this, just see that this is a user story that I created more than one because of the different users that is trying to do. As a private job owner, I want to spend my money in the right place so that I don't want wasting so that I don't waste money. This as a this I want to save money for this so that I can do this. As a this I want to be able to record my this on the month end so that I can See this. So you can see there's no design for it. You just have to make it presentable. And it did 3. Put picture here, the name, and then a box. Next one, and that's it. So is there any question on user story?
It's the user story. It might not be one, but we can have up to 3 or 4.
Yeah, you can.
Ma, I wanted to ask regarding this thing, not user story, competitive analysis. Hello, can you hear me, ma?
Yeah. So what did you
Okay,
say?
so I said regarding the competitive analysis, apart from like helping your team to strategize, is there like any other use for it? Like, can you use it to like maybe like to get grants or something? The competitive analysis.
So competitive analysis, right? Yeah. So one thing in business, one thing in when you pitch your business to people, they want to know why you are better than the other people that are existing. So take for instance, you want to come up with a new fintech app, and we already know that we have OP, we have all of those ones that are already doing people's work that is giving them what they want to do. With a very good competitive analysis, you can get grants anywhere. Your
Okay,
competitive
thank you.
analysis might be so I was in one accelerator where someone won. It's not like he does solar, and he's not the only person that does solar. But his major competitive analysis is that he source for his own product in Nigeria. That way, he does not spend more on exchange and import rates. He does not spend on import and all of that. And that was what made him to win. Because that is a good competitive analysis. It's not like he's going to spend a lot. So yeah, if you do your competitive analysis where you'd get money, use it to get grants.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Any other question before we move to information architecture? All right, so there's no other concern. So let's move to um information architecture. So before we start information architecture, I just want to test our knowledge, right? I want to see people that have read one thing or the other. So looking at this, right, what do you think this is about? Like looking at, just read through, use the next 2 minutes to like read through. This is goal, and then what do you think this is?
Is sorry, ma.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the step a user take to perform an action,
Mm.
like
Uh,
using an app. So the step to take.
Wetin you even call the
Okay,
step?
so you are not really far from the truth, but that's another thing you are actually defining. So that's user flow you are defining. All right, look at it again. Guys, people should look at it. I want somebody, just look at it. It has on board, it has home, it has goal overview, this. What do you think this is?
I think it explains all the features in an app.
Yes, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, come in. Sorry.
I think, can you hear me, ma? Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, I think the whole diagram is talking about a system at which informations are gathered or something.
Oh, yeah, information. That's the word I'm looking
Yes.
for.
Okay.
No, so give your own, right? Tell me what you feel.
Okay, I think it's like trying to like say like the structure of the entire app, like trying to like put everything into like an overview of the entire this thing.
Okay, yeah. So
Or
nice.
maybe it's a form of a database whereby information of every individual and data are gathered for, I don't know, but I think it's basically about that idea.
Oh, okay.
It's the information of the architecture.
Wisdom always coming up with something.
So I don't understand. I'm typing something and it's not opening. Kilo shele.
Sorry, ma.
Yeah.
What about we that are going to mosques?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So we need to go for a break now and come back by 3 o'clock. No, no. So we have to go for, okay, we'll go for a break by, yeah, we'll go now and come back by 3:40, 2:45. Our
Okay.
break is 30 minutes break. Is that fine, guys?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's come back in the next 30 minutes. I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay. So, what is information architecture? Before we went on break, right, we spoke about what information architecture is, based on your contribution. For sorry, we did not speak about it, but based on your contribution. So, information architecture is just a way of organizing information, structuring your website, mobile apps, and that helps users to navigate, to find and process the information they need. So in simple terms, right, it's just organization of your information, of all your information on your platform. So that's what information architecture is about. So it's basically organization of your content on your platform. So know that it's a very important task that you have to do as a developer, as a designer. It's always very important for you to know where you want to put some certain information. So it's all about helping your users understand what they are looking for and where to find it. Now let's do a simple task. So if you're looking for payment in your bank, you are looking for payments, where would you no so you're looking to transfer money. Mm. If you're looking for your account statement, where do you go to? So guys, if you're here, answer. If you're looking for your account statement, where do you go to?
My bank app.
Bank, go to bank or your bank app.
No, so you're already in your bank app, you're looking for account statements, where would you go to?
It depends on the app. I don't know.
It's depending on the app. No, I don't think almost all apps have the same flow. If you're looking for bank app, where do you go to? So
Okay,
I see
okay,
if
like
you're
on
looking for your
OPay.
account statements.
Okay, like for OPay, you go to your transaction history, then you see a download button, and then you put in the duration, and then they send it to your mail.
Okay, you go to your transaction history and then you see a page. Actually, even for Kuda, that's it. Another way you can get it is you would always go to profile or where they have more, and then you see statements and reports, right? If you want to pay for DSTV, where do you go to?
Pay bills.
You go to where?
Pay bills, but some other apps is just there on the interface, on the initial
Oh,
home
okay.
interface.
So I'm waiting for you guys to contribute to.
I think we'll go to the pay bills option, then the list of
Oh, okay, yeah. Pay
this
bills.
thing.
So what did this just explain to you? That information architecture is just a way of you structuring content on your platform so that users will understand where to look for things that they are looking for. That's what information architecture is all about. So before you start any information architecture, these are some questions you need to ask yourself. What is the flow of the users to the website? How does the application help the users catalog their information? How is the information presented to the users? And is that information helping the users to do what they want to do? Now, there are things that when we talk about information architecture, we put in mind, which is library science. So they would always tell you that to do a very good information architecture, you need to think about things as a librarian. Now, one of the things you'd always notice is if you go to a library, it's how organized everything is. Today, if nobody takes you around the library to explain how the library works, and you are looking for, yeah, open the door. It's not locked. Okay. If nobody, if nobody if nobody tells you where they dropped a particular book, if you go to the library, for instance, and you are an student, the first place you will go to is the section called engineering section. Then you now start looking for the different books under that. So if you're looking for maybe a particular course, you go to that section. You notice that the library is labeled per time. You see how labeled it is per time to help you navigate it. So that's the way you also need to put your information architecture when you are doing that. You have to think of it as a library science. Now, the next thing you need to think of is a cognitive psychology. Remember that in product design, one of the things that we are doing is we are trying to understand how the mind works, and we are trying to understand how human work, how their problem, and how we can also solve their problem. So these are some things you need to look at when you're dealing with when you want to do information architecture. You look at the cognitive load, which is the amount of information that a person would process at any given time. So when you put this in mind, right, it will help you to not overload users with information. So it will help you to do the information architecture in a way where they can find things. Then mental models. What are mental models? Mental models are like assumption that people carry in mind before interacting with any website. So if information is easy for them to find, it will match their mental model. So let's say, for instance, if I want to, just like I asked a simple question, if you're looking for payments, where do you go to? And so if you want to make a transfer, where do you go to? And to say that you go to payment. If you're looking for your bank statement, where do you go to? So these are assumptions people already carry that. Okay, as I'm coming to your platform and I'm looking for something, I should be able to see it here. No matter the app. That's why if you someone that said OP, that's how you get your account statement. I opened my Kuda bank and that's the place that my account statement is. And then the next one is decision making, which is not like psychology. It's just the process that allows us to make a choice, right? Information architect can also help you to make informed decision by providing information that you need at a particular time. So what are the things you do before you do information architecture? User research and analysis. You would have done your research and analyze where users would find things. And there's something we call card sorting, which I explained in one of the class, which is all about saying I have this and I want to try to organize this card. Say for instance, I want to buy players and I have list of players. I just need to organize where I want each player to be. Card sorting helps us to do our information architecture. And remember that when we're doing user research, where do we say card sorting is?
Quantitative research.
Under quantitative research. Under quantitative research. So you see that it's very important. Now, the next thing you need to now think of is navigation and hierarchy creation. One of the things that you do in information architecture is, first of all, before you start any information architecture, you need to know your navigation. What and what would be in your navigation. So if you open, I don't have OP, but I have CUDA. If you open CUDA Bank, right, where you have the nav bar, so for CUDA Bank, right now you see home, you see send, you see pay, you see cards, and you see more. Everything you do in that bank, it's under that navigation. So that's why if you want to send money, you go to pay and you see it under pay, or you see it under send. If you're looking for your card details, you have to go to card. So you need to know your navigation, how you want to structure the website that you are building, or how you want to structure the mobile apps. If you go to a website, right, you will always see home, about us, contact us, then you have the login and all of that. For everything you do, it is based on that, the navigation that you have there. Now, another important thing you need to do when you're making your information architecture is you need to wireframe. So not like you have to do it, but you need to know how each flow would be, how each screen is going to be. So that would also help you in your information architecture. Now, another important thing is labeling. You need to learn how to label. So when I say I have send and I have this, labeling is once we click on this, right, where is it going to? What name would they see? Is it okay? Would they be able to understand what they want to do? And then we have taxonomies and metadata. So it's just like a set of things that are grouped together. So what you do is you group certain elements together. Just like pay. If you go to CUDA or anywhere and you see pay, under pay, all the things that you need to pay for, DSTV, airtime, credit your sporty wallet, pay with this, anything payment, it's under that. They've grouped all of those things under it. So that's why, just like if you want to use Jumia for the first time, right, and you're looking for, let's say you're looking for clothes or you're looking for phone, the first place your mind will go to is go and look for a category called gadgets, or a category called if it's not gadget, what's the name that you look for?
Electronics.
Electronics. That's just how it works. Even if it's a blue phone you are looking for, the first place your mind will go to is electronics. So because you know that that is where the phone will be. So you need to choose ways to group what you want to do, or tag your content, so that it will be easier for people to get what they are looking for. So that's basically it. But let's now look at the principles of information architecture. Please, your battery is low. Okay. You can join with your phone now. Okay, so now let's look at the principles of information architecture. We have 8 principles of information architecture. The number one principle is what we call the principle of objects. Now, what this principle says is you need to think of your content as a living object with a life cycle, behavior, and attributes. So when you want to start creating content, what you look at the characteristics of humans. One of the characteristics of human beings is that would always grow, right? So you think of your content as living objects. So they have life cycle, which when they get to a particular time, they will also evolve like date and all of that. They have attributes. So when you want to create content, think of your content as that. You need to also, the next principle is the principle of choices. Now, this principle mostly is all about saying that offer a focused set of choices for your users on every web page. Both web page, mobile app offer a relevant set of choice. Then the next one is the principles of disclosure. Only show what they need to decide, except they want to go deeper. So if you go to some website, right, you would see things like how will I put it? So there's one particular website. Let me find it. Okay, is this website. If you come to this website, right, you would see articles. Right? Under articles now, there are different articles. But you see what we call all articles. And that's because you want to show them what you have. But if they want to dive deeper, they can just click on all articles and then see all that they want to see. And then we have the principles of example. Use content examples to show users what they will find in a particular category. So let's say, for instance, you have a nav bar and you have what we call courses. And under courses, you have design. Now, under design, you can use example to show them the kind of designs that you have. Things like product design, graphic design, etc. So if I want to see more designs, I have to now go deeper. Are we together?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have the principle of front door. So what this principle says is that ensure that your site is easy to navigate, even if they don't have to use your home site. So that's why you see that most products, right? If you notice, sometimes you come from different platforms. So let's say I can come from a search. Now let's use an example. Say a search, I'm looking for shoe. You see that I have different sections, right? And I also have, I can click the different places. Now I did not directly go to Jumia websites, but I can get this. So if I click on shoe now, it takes me to Jumia website and ensure that it is very easy to navigate. Do you know your own page? So sometimes most people would not come in directly from your own page. They can come in from any link and it will lead them to where they want to buy. Now you see that if I say I want to go to, I don't know if Jumia has a page where, but that page linked me to making your platform easy to navigate is so that even if it leads me to another place, I can easily access the home page. Are we clear? Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, fair.
So the next one is the principle of multiple classification. Sorry. So the principle of multiple classification says that you should provide different ways for users to search through your site. There should be different ways. There should be search bar everywhere. There should be different ways that they could search content on your platform. You could click on the button and it goes back and all of that. Then principle of focus navigation, ensure that your navigation is consistent. And then we have the principle of growth, which is as you create new pages, know that new content will be added. So your information architecture should provide that flexibility for your content to grow. So that's basically it. Now we'll get to create our own information architecture. So remember that I've been using what's it called? Food delivery. So I'll just continue from there. So first off, it's not going to be Figma. So this is where we'll go back to FigJam. So I'm just going to open our FigJam board. All right, so all right, so we have our in our board, our FigJam board, and it's now time for us to create information architecture. So this is what I do most times, right? Before I start creating any information architecture, I get to arrange all my contents, all the things I know that I would have on my platform or on what I want to do. So I ensure that I have everything I want to do. Now, another way to do information architecture, or another best way to be able to do information architecture, remember that you have to do competitive analysis. So competitive analysis in the sense that you look for at your competitors and look at how they organize their platform, how they organize it. So first I'll get to look at, okay, what menus do I want to do I want to have? So for food delivery, how many menus do you think I can add? So I'll start by
I think
creating a
I
box. I'll start by creating my rectangle, and then I'll reduce this. We've looked at the interface of this. So I'll say this is chow now. So I don't want to do anything color here. Let me change this to yeah. Let me see. So chow now, and then I make it bold. So this is our app. So I'll just duplicate this, Control D, and I'll bring it here. So first things first, I want to do my what's it called? I want to get my nav. So I don't want colors. I think that's what I said. So I'll make this a stroke, and then this color, there'll be no color, no fill, and I'll make this, and let's see, I can still, guys, are we together?
yes.
I would love
Yes.
Yes.
we do
Yes.
this together.
Yes.
So I'll now duplicate this, and this would now, remember that everything I want to do, I have my nav bar. I'll first of all create my nav bar. So let's say I want to have the following nav, which is home. The first one will be home. Under home, what should I have next?
Login.
No login. So this is not user flow. This is just information architecture. So under home,
Okay.
if I open, if you have child deck, you can open child deck. Child deck home page or
Hello.
navbar, you have, then there's a search. There's search, right? Under search, the next one is order. So I'll duplicate this, and I have order. Under order, I have support.
No, I think profile before support.
Yes, support. Like this is how child deck information architecture is. So I'm using like an existing app to explain, and then there's profile. If you open child deck, this is what you see. So let's see if we can see child deck. Let's see if they have like their own. So this is their what's it called? Their web information architecture. There's relay, there's company, there's a
Yeah,
fiction,
yeah, correct.
there's contact,
So
and
it
there's
is
this.
home, search, order, support, and profile. Yeah.
Yeah. So best way to learn information architecture is using your competitors. Now that's their nav bar. If you check under each of them, you would see different things. Under home, they have restaurants, they have supermarkets, they have pharmacy, they have this. So now that we already have our what's it called? We have this. I want to try to try to sorry. Yes, sorry guys. Yeah, yeah, please let me close it. Okay, so now I have all of this, right? I don't like how
I
this.
hope I did not miss too much. Nepa wanted to cut our light though.
Ha! The hope you went to fight too.
I went to fight. I'll feed off already, sha.
Okay, thank God you fought. So I don't like this color thing. Let's make it. Let's see. So before this is what I would do. Normal me. This is what I would do. I like using different colors to say the different um shapes. So, but I don't think I like this color I'm using. Let me make it like okay. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. So let me edit everything and use a neutral color. Okay. So, but this I could leave it at and I could add a feel to it. There's a transparent feel and yep. Okay. So this is the app and this is so what I'll do next is I'll pick up my connector and I'll connect this from here to here. And I'll do the same for this. I'll connect this to here. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to move this out a bit. Okay. So I'll just connect this. Oh, so I'm arranging all of these things. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. So let's leave it like this. Uh, okay. I think this. Okay. Leave it like this. So next thing I'll do is okay. I would take this to the center. I just remembered I need to take this to the center and this here and this here. Yeah. And this here. And so now have this, I'll now pick up the next connector and just draw to the center of it. So you know what this is trying to do. Who can tell me what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to tell you guys that this app is what is connecting all of them. So this is the home and this is the app, and all of these are connected to this. So I have this now. Let me see. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So
Boma,
now I
please,
can do
I'm sorry. My network. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I had a problem with my network not quite long. I don't know if this is information architecture or user flow.
This is information architecture. So
Oh,
when we
okay.
get to user flow, I'd explain the difference for you. User flow is quite different from information architecture. Have I used green? Which color have I not used here? Okay.
Pink.
Up NEPA.
So let's see. Let me make this a bit. Mm, so I'll download this. Okay. Now the next thing is, you know that what I did is I had to put H1 under H. So now I'll come here. So now you now put the children. So just the way you have library and you see under home. If I go to under home, what would I see under home? Guys, suggest what do you think I would see if I go to the home?
About sexual you see
In the food
Restaurants,
delivery app.
supermarkets.
Yeah, in the food
Contractors.
delivery app, what do you
Customer.
think I'll see what?
Food type, restaurant.
You see
I'll
testimonial.
probably see featured restaurants. Not what I would see. Do you remember that what you are doing now is information architecture for your users? So that means you're saying if users come to home, they should be able to see restaurants. Are we together? What again should they be able to see?
Yes.
They should be able to see probably categories, right? On
Yes.
some
Yes.
under home, that's when they search, you know, right? Some apps you see search under homes. So, but for this one now, we have our search bar separate. What again can we see under this?
Promos.
We can see
Promos.
promos. What again? Or let's call it special offers. So what again do you think we can see
Cats.
under home?
Like cats. How about cats?
Won't it be in order?
Yeah, it will be in order, but you can still see it under home. Just the way on OP you can get your account details from going to your transaction history, and you can still get it when you go to profile. Are we together?
Yes.
And then next one, let's say if I'm done with all the contents, I'll move over to the next one. Under search, what would you see?
News.
Sorry, how come
Read.
these stones are lighter than the duplicated
Sorry,
one?
sorry guys.
Search, you see categories now. And
Huh?
the,
Sorry guys, sorry.
So I said, how come these duplicated ones under they are lighter? The line.
I said, give me 2 minutes, sorry.
Okay. So anybody else?
Filters.
You said
Filters.
filters. Yeah. This side.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, sorry, repeat your question.
I said, how come these duplicated ones under they are lighter? The lines, I mean, the strokes are lighter than the other ones on top.
Okay, so this is just my way of arranging this to say how will I put it? In
The
every
hierarchy.
family, you have hierarchy. You have a child, and then you have a parent, and then you have the child. This is the parent, right? And these are like the children under. So this is my way of doing it.
Yeah. So
It's a,
how did you make it to be lighter?
oh, okay. So if you notice, for every color you pick, there is the
Okay, there's a
transparent line.
shade. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Okay, checking out this, you can see that this person even did added the color itself. Well, for me, I think so. What he did was do the color like this. That means what he did was remove this and added color to it. So you add this color. You see it, right?
Okay.
So depending on how you want to no, so this is supposed to be the blue. So this should be the blue. So if you want to make it colorful, you can do it like that. Which color is this? Oh, which color did I use here first? Ah, let's do this way, this one, 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 this one. Yeah. So you see, and then you start doing it. So under search, right? Let's continue. Under search, what can you do?
The order is still black. Okay.
The what?
The text for order.
Yeah. So the thing selects colors for you. So if I
Okay.
change it on to you see that it's the one that will select color for me.
Oh.
And which one is this? This is yellow. So you okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So under search, what do you think we would have?
Filters.
the categories
Yeah?
of fruits.
Filters.
Yeah, filters.
About the other food part.
Filters. What would I have again?
Vendors, riders.
Under search.
The menu, the
There's going
meals.
to be a drop down, different type of meals. Huh?
Recent search.
Okay.
What again can I see? So it can be just these two under search.
FAQ. What of FAQ?
So
Trending.
FAQ is not under search.
Trending.
Okay. So
Most popular. That's trending.
most popular, yeah. So you could have all of those things. You'd have you could also have, so let's just leave it at this. Let's say these are like the two things you would see under my search in this. Then let's go to order. Under order, what would you see?
Location.
Under order, would you see location under order? Yeah, you can see, yes, you can see address. Under order, you'd see
Price.
okay,
Um,
so let's change this order. Maybe it's confusing because of what's it called? The name order. So let's make it cat. Under cat, what can you see? You see cat overview, right?
yes.
Yes.
What again would you see under that? You would see delivery address.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Payment.
again can you see?
Payment.
Yeah, you see payment options.
Yes.
You see delivery address. You see delivery instructions, right?
Yes.
Let me shorten this. I don't want to expand. Delivery instruction. You would see, what again would you see? You'd see payment option. What again can you see? If there's promo code, you see promo code, right?
Yes.
What again can you see? Order summary. Order summary. What again would you see? Place
Confirm payment.
place order. Yeah, you can see
Order
confirm.
order history. Order history.
Yeah, under order. Yeah. So let's say order history. So you could have all the content. You just keep listing the content that, yeah, you would have under it. And let's say that's it. Now, if we have another one called order tracking, what do you see? You think you would see? Or let's say we have one more and we call it order tracking. So let me show you something. Order tracking. If I click on this order tracking, you know that one can have children. You know, right? So under order tracking, right, you know that you have different things that you can be under order tracking. Things like real-time status. There's real-time status. What do you have again? You have map view under tracking. What can you have again? You can have estimated delivery time. And what can you have? Driver's contacts.
Yes.
Can have driver's contacts.
How would you do this one now to know that this one the color, to know that this one is the children of order tracking are the
So that's
children?
what I want to do now. So I want to, because these are the children, I would come here and I will change this color to the main color. I could do this. No, I won't do this. So what I'll do is I'll come back and put fuel, but then I'll put this fuel instead.
Okay.
And then I would bring it up here. So next thing is I would connect I'll pick up my connector, right? I'll pick up my connector and then I'll connect from here to here to here and pick up this next one. Pick up this next one and just connect each of them. So after connecting this like this, let me arrange it. Or, okay, so there's no need to connect them all like this to do this other connection. Let me see what I can do. I could just bring it down here. And bring this here. Okay, so I could bring this down again. So just how you want to arrange it. The goal is you should be able to understand what you are doing.
Why don't you put these ones like instead of 4 on one side, two small on each side, then add 2 connectors? Won't it
Instead of
work?
what?
Like instead of 4 down like this, 2 on both sides. Then
So anyhow you do it, right? It's still as far as you understand what you are doing. So this is how I want to do this one now. Okay, so I've connected it. This is and they are all connected.
We didn't even put a box for like your own contact info.
Which box? Sorry, which box?
Probably in the this thing, like for you to put your own contact info where you can see like where you can order.
Oh, okay. So we already have it under delivery. Oh yeah, that's true. Delivery instructions. So delivery instructions, that's where I will put my own contact info. So
Okay.
you see how it is. Then support, you have everything that is supposed to be under support. So let's go under support. What do you think would be there?
Contact us. Chat with us.
Chat with us. It can be then FAQ. Some of you were calling FAQ. FAQ can come in here, right? Under support. Then we can now have profile and setting, personal information, saved addresses, payment methods, notification, help and so and it's all the ones that you can put here. You just need to put it there. So is this clear enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any question?
Yes, I have a question, please, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, so is it
Ma,
compulsory
please.
that
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, someone is
Good afternoon.
asking a question.
Good afternoon. Ma, please can you recap a bit? I kind of joined late due to network.
Yeah, but yeah, sure. Someone is asking a question. Sorry, you can go on.
so can is it compulsory that all of these things are arranged in um sequential order? I mean, like, is it compulsory to follow a particular order, or we just have to just make sure that okay, these are the things that you find here, doesn't have to go because of course when you click on home, you click on restaurant, it takes you to do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. So there's no order, there's no particular order that it has to follow. So it's remember that it's arrangement of content. You know how you want to arrange your content. There's no known order. You know that payments can come before cards can come before search on your own page. It does not matter. But just like we say, categorization, right? You've categorized these things. You know how it will be easy and seamless for your users. So for me, the best way I tell people to learn this is if you want to do, for instance, you want to do fintech app, click on the bank app, just like you explained. click on the back app. So if I go to bank app and I click on payments, say for instance, let me open my Kuda Bank. I go to Kuda Bank, right? So what I do most times is I look at everything. So once I click, what do I see? So if I go to send and I click on send and I go to send to Kuda account and it opens, what am I going to see? I'll see account number, phone number, friends, username. I'll see recent account. I'll see friends on Kuda. Then if I leave there and I go to pay, under airtime, I would see choose an amount, the amount, choose an amount, yes, amount. I'll see choose network, I'll see phone number, and then I'll see next. Under internet, if I click, I'll see select service provider. Once I click on the service provider, it will bring out the box for the package that I want to buy. If it's weekly, daily, do you get?
Yes, I
Do you
understand.
get?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so so, so all right, so basically information architecture, so for you that say I should recap, basically information architecture is organizing all your content, starting from your nav bar and then every other thing you need to see. So take it as you're a librarian and you need to organize different books based on their section. All the books. So all you need to do is bring out all the books that you have, or all the things that you need to have on your platform. And then once you do that, you now start to arrange them based on how you want them to appear. So it's just like the thing you always ask yourself is, if my user is looking for this on my platform, where do you think he would see it? Then you put it down there. If my user is looking for this, where is it supposed to see it? So things like that. Are we clear? Is there any question? Any question?
Sorry, yes, please, I do have a question. Okay,
Oh,
from
okay.
sorry, my background is a bit noisy. So from what you've said now that the information architecture is about the content that is supposed to be displayed on that's the application and arranging it in a way that the
Sorry.
user will be able to. Did you get what I'm saying?
No, I did not get it.
Okay,
So what did you say?
I said that I'm trying to understand this very well, that information architecture, you said it is an arrangement or an organization of the contents that will be on the application, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so but now, for instance, we are working on a food delivery platform. I remember I was suggested like vendors something. I was thinking that it's supposed to be part of all of this, because the next will I call it button or icons we have is support and profile. And definitely if they are ordering food, I'm just trying to understand, maybe this information architecture is different from user flow or something. I know it's different, maybe it's under user flow that comes in. I'm still trying to picture it because I went to check Childec's website now, and I can see a little bit difference. So I'm not yet getting it. I want to I want to know if this would be, if all of these things would be what would show on the drop down once they select home, search, cart, support, profile, and all of that. I'm trying to understand. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, right, um, information architecture is the overall content that you have on your platform. So let's take for instance, so let me show you one very complex information architecture that was done let me show you that one. Where is it? Oh, oh, this rain is disturbing. I hope you guys can hear me.
I can barely hear you.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm
I
looking
can
for
hear you.
um okay, let me go to share with me. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, what's the name? Track it. Yeah, track all. All right, so this is what I want to first to answer some of you that would ask what happens when you have more than one system. So let's look at, so looking at this, right, you see that the app is two, okay, sorry. We have one app, which is the app is a super app. It has logistics section, and then it has the food section. This is food delivery, right? Now, under food delivery, it has order, browse, buy. Now, still this food is linking to payment, and the logistics section is also linking to payment. Now, under browse, you can see that they have recommended, popular, and category. And they have, under it, they have search by restaurants, search by search. Now, under it, they now still have view food information. Under view food information, they have add to cart, make payments, place order, and that's the end. Under review, they have rates, add a message. Under restaurant, there's nothing. Restaurant reports, there's this. Under add to cart, you can see, do this, do that. Now, what this means is information architecture is formulation of all the content you have on your platform. Like all, when I mean all, so everything that it has to entail. So if you're doing Uber app, for instance, if you open the app, you have in the information architecture, there's a part for driver. So if I want to do something like Uber app now, let's and I pick up this and I come here and I say Uber. Uber. My Uber app will not just start like that. I would have Control D. I would have driver. Driver, and I would have user. So is it driver or driver and commuters? This is it. Now under my driver, now what you need to notice, the board is too big. So under driver now, I would now have all my nav bar that I want to include there. I'll put it there to just be here. So this is my driver section. I'll do everything I want to do under my driver section. I'll do everything I want to do under my computer section. Is it clear? So for those of you that have more than one target audience, that's how you do your information architecture. Putting it in mind that it is everything that you need, all the contacts, all the content you need on your platform. So okay, Joy, your hand is up. Any question?
Yes, ma'am. You said Nava, so maybe I did not pay attention when you explained. Please, what's Nava? Thank you.
Navbar. So when you open any app, right, you'd see stuffs under. If it's for app, you see it under where you have your home, about, all of those things, those clickable buttons. But then if it's on your website, it's always on top.
I think it's simply a navigation bar, right?
Yeah, that's navbar.
Oh, is that the antennas thing?
Yeah, that's the attendance.
Well, I want to ask you something already.
Okay, sure.
Do you have something like a roadmap that we can use, like from the beginning to the end, that kind of stuff?
For information architecture.
And like from where we started, like user persona and stuff.
So okay, so I think let me see this. Let me do this. So let me export this and send. This should work, right?
Yes, man, something like this.
I think came out as PDF. So let me send it. Let me send this.
Hello, ma. Can you hear me, ma?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. My question, I think, is all about this competitive analysis. I don't know if I can ask a question concerning that.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, so I just want to see if I have a, the right concept concerning the competitive analysis. Is it all about you um, comparing, should I say, you comparing maybe about other products in order for you to be able to design a more reasonable kind of product so that you can gain competitive advantage over your competitors or what? Is it all about that?
Yes, so it's you looking at your competitors, right? Now there's a
Their
goal
weakness,
of
right?
looking at it. Yes, there's a goal to know their weakness. so that you can override that weakness, so that you can do
Okay.
better. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
So it's
if
just
can
like you
I
saying,
say, can you hear
okay,
me well?
yeah.
It's just like, can I say I can use the concept of SWOT analysis over that,
That's it.
where I will try.
SWOT analysis. Exactly. You're looking at their strength, weakness, and then you're not categorizing. You're combining all of these things to summarize your competitors. So by me looking
Okay.
at at the table, I know that okay, this is the strength of your competitors. This is what they do. This is what they don't do, and then this is what you're doing better.
Okay.
But you're not
Okay.
using, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So is there any other question? Is there another question? So this is what I want to do now. Like right now, I'm going on the charts. Let me write everything I require from you guys by Monday, and I don't want to hear any excuse. So I'm going to type it. Number one, from day one since we started, user research. User research, so I need the survey form data analysis. User persona, empathy map, customer journey map. What did you do? Competitive analysis. Okay, so I've listed everything that you guys are owing me on the group, and I need it by next week. I'm supposed to add more. Okay, so let's talk. So there's something I also like doing. I like to hear from you guys. Now we have one more topic, or we have one more thing to do, which is user flow, before we get to design, which is starting from low fidelity, mid fidelity, then high fidelity. So the number one thing that I put there, number one, this is what I want from you. Can you see it on the charts, on the WhatsApp group?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
User research analysis, this is it. And if you sent out your survey, it's
Yes, we
just to
can.
screenshot it. Yeah, it's just to screenshot it. So now after this, that's number one. Number two, this is it, user persona, and we've done it. User persona, empathy map. I'm not saying you should arrange it to, oh, I forgot one. User story. So now the question is, we're supposed to do user flow. We're supposed to do user flow. Should we do user flow today and add it to the load of work that you already have? Or you promise me that you will do all of this, and then when we come on Tuesday, we'll now do user flow and we'll start design.
Yes, ma. We
Yes,
promise
please,
you.
we promise.
We promise
Yes,
you. We won't fail you. We won't fail you. We
Yes, we
promise.
promise you, we will not fail you.
We promise.
I've sent the
So
list. Before you say I did not send the list, I've sent the list. So these are the things I want to see. So when you are submitting, right? No need to say when you are submitting, because there's already a link where you submit your Figma links. So this is what you are doing. Why is this thing back to 5? So just like you have this.
Sorry. Quick one. Quick one. What's the difference between Fig Jam and this one? This particular
What's the
design
difference
tool?
between what? What's the difference between what?
Fig Jam and this one,
Okay,
then
so
this design.
fig jam is mostly for whiteboard. Anything you have to like whiteboard if you want to brainstorm and all of these things. Whereas Figma is mostly for the design itself. So this is how I want your this thing to look like when I check it on Monday. So not Tuesday, Monday, so that I can check it before time. You have your user research analysis. Next one is user persona. No, so I think I missed one. So you start with this. Sorry. Let me edit that and send back. So you start with your research questions, which you've already done. So you put your research questions here. User research analysis, that's the screenshot of what you got. User persona. Now note that if it's long, you can always expand this to take in as much as you want to take. Empathy map. What? Customer
Sorry, but
journey map.
it's not a must. It's not a
Customer.
must. Both of like should have the same length.
No, it's not a must to. See now, this one is longer. Depending on where you end, all the things you adjust, where it ends. You get. This is customer journey map. This is competitive analysis, CA. This is user story. User story. And then this is information architecture. So for information architecture, this is what you do. So for information architecture, let's go back to file. For those of you that would soon ask that you did it on Figma, how come you want to do it somewhere there? Where's my information architecture that I just did today?
Fig jump.
Yeah, sorry for it. Drafts. Oh, now. Okay, so this is it. This is it. So what you do is once you for instance, you are done with Fig Jam. Let it open. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let this open so that I'll show you what. Okay, it has opened. So what I will do is, after I'm done doing my information architecture, I just need to highlight all of them and then right click and say copy as anyone. Let me copy as PNG. So once I'm done copying it, I'll just come to my Figma and I'll paste it. Okay, so we do not copy and say export selection. Export as PNG. I come back to my map and bring it. I'll say play image and then look for it's this is it in my
Please, can you come
paste
back?
it
The line is
to
breaking. I can't hear you.
see
Say it again, sir.
to
Ma, your line is breaking. We can hardly hear you.
Yes, your line is breaking.
oh sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, so I said all you need to do is from your Fig Jam that you worked with it, just highlight everything, right click and export selection. Can you guys hear me? So you export it. Once you export it, it's in your laptop. So you now come here and bring it in as picture. You just bring it in from your laptop to Figma. So once you bring it in, look at it here. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, so once you get it, you just need to hold down shift and adjust the image. Adjust the image to fit the screen. So that I know that your information architecture is here. It's not the one that you say, it's not here. I cannot get it. It's just to export and bring it in. Can you see that I can already see it here? So depending on what you want to do, see it, expand it. If you have more, do your information architecture and let it be here. Are we together?
Together we are.
Yes.
Together we are.
Yes.
All right. Let me call. So we are done with our class. Remember, I need to see all of this by Monday. Please. I don't want to hear this, that, not do it. I've given us that time. All of those things listed. Do it and your work should be like this. And every line should be like this. Let me delete all of these things. See what those, what's it called, did to me. So this is it.
Ma, when you ready to get your glasses?
Yeah? What did you
When
say?
you ready to get your glasses?
Yeah, I have. Thank you. I got it yesterday. They are not answering, no.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
Tima, how about your code, man?
My God, I got a new one.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. So they are meant to come and address you. You feel the attendance. We are done with class. Any other time, use it and go and start your work.
Ma'am, since
I have a question.
all competitive analysis, there's two other boxes there.
Hello,
Can
ma.
you
Sorry, ma. Yeah, so I said, are we to submit this on Monday or Tuesday?
So if you're done by Monday, submit so that I can review it. Because I said when we come to class on Tuesday, we'll do this thing. We'll do user flow and design. So I don't want anything that will chop in our time for me to now start reviewing work on Tuesday morning. So let's make it Monday afternoon.
Okay, ma, that Monday afternoon, how is it to be submitted? It should be sent to your DM as a picture.
I've already sent the link. So just submit it in the link.
Okay, ma, that's fine, ma, noted.
All right, so she's coming now.
Ma'am, please, I ask a question. I said before the CA, there are some other things there.
What's what?
Before, like this frame you created, before CA, there are other boxes that you abbreviated. Yes.
If I abbreviated things, customer journey map, it's already on the list of things I sent on the group. Me, it's just how me I want to rename mine.
Okay, journey map. And we have to do two things we are doing, like two user, both the first and second. So everything we are doing are two.
So for people like that, yes. But the thing is, just do one of your target user, because you still have Monday. But for people that have two user groups, right? You have two user groups of all of this, because obviously the research questions will not be the same. The user persona will not be the same. Empathy map will not be the same. Journey map will not be the same. So that means you have to do two for each of them. But just stick with one.
Ma, please, I have a question.
Okay.
I didn't get how you said we are going to export our research questions to this place.
Your research questions, you just need to look at, this is what you're doing. When you go to your survey, you go to what's it called? Let me open one survey for you guys, and I think we did this in one of the classes. But so let's open form. And then let's say this, for instance, this is one survey. If you go to responses, you would see it's under responses. Under responses, you just see it. So we don't need all of this. We just need all these parts that has this. So you can either copy chat or use screenshots. So the best is just to screenshot with your system. Screenshot it and then show us. So it's all of these parts, all these data that are important. So let me screenshot these two, for instance. Let me screenshot these two, this or this one. So if I screenshot this one and I bring it in, all I need to do is when I come to my Figma, under my analysis, I just need to come here and import it. Import it, and this is it. Can you see it? I can screenshot the next one and add it here.
Yes.
One. If I want two to be on one page, this is it. This is the first one. This is the second one. And I'll just expand it, hold the two and expand it. These two are in one page. So that's it. And I would always see, now the good thing about it is I'll see the research question and I'll see the answer.
Okay, so what are you putting on the research questions? Is it the interview questions?
Yeah, so you research question, put the interview questions and just do it like this and say survey. This is survey. This is my survey. And then you put the questions. Then once you are done with survey, you come here and say interview questions. Yeah. So you know that this analysis will not contain all the questions. It will just contain the ones that have this. So that's it, guys.
Sorry, Ma. I briefly went off. Please just recap on the assignment or something.
The assignment is what we've been talking about since now. You put all
Okay.
the things is on the group chat. So you just
Oh,
need to put all the things that you are owing me. Guys, some of
okay.
these questions, right, you need to, as a product designer, you're a researcher. So you need to figure it out yourself. Imagine after 2 weeks, after next week, the next week, and we are done with 4 weeks, you would not always have me on call to ask me questions. So some of these things, just try to figure it yourself. And if you cannot, then you now ask questions, you get.
Okay.
So I've given you the assignment. I've given you how to import things. So if it has to do with how do you import your information architecture to this, you already know that you can import it from FigJam. And then for you to add picture in your design, you have to come to this picture tab and it will take you to your platform and you do that.
Okay.
All right, guys. Next factory, are you here?
Yes, ma'am, please give me access to share screen.
Okay, Sheifa. Can I stop recording or you want to record with it?
No, they should have it on record. At least when they're watching this class, they can hear the other part.
All right, thank you. Let me make you host so that I can now move. It was
Thank you.
nice banking with all of you. See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Sheifa, be my witness. So they have tax to submit to me by Monday afternoon, and they agreed.
Monday.
All of them said they will.
Eh?
It's like 7. Can you hear me?
Monday.
Monday afternoon, yes, and they all agreed. So you are
Let
my
me be
witness on this
attendant.
call.
Many people are.
Thank you, ma.
Well, when you guys
Some of
came
us
for the
barely
interview,
agreed.
we were informed
Many people
that
agreed.
it's going to be a
Some
lot of
of us
assignments.
barely agreed.
Me, I did not. I'm not part of that agreement scheme.
Some of us barely agreed.
Anyway.
Ma, we'll try our best. The ones who
We'll
can
try our
submit,
best.
we
We'll do
submit.
so. Don't worry, ma.
I repeat, some of us barely agreed.
Please,
I
if you know how to
second.
go about
I
it,
second.
put us through.
Was
Some
there
people are
any
very
document
far,
signed for the
leaving others
agreement?
behind.
Yes,
One
you
love.
you guys have signed.
Okay, well, the document you signed was the one you signed when you came for interview, when it was mentioned that you're going to be having assignment, lots of assignments.
Wow.
Yes.
They not put deadline in that one. There was no deadline.
It's the yeah. The meeting passed earlier on.
Is it?
Eh? Wisdom. I bet everybody don't go. Wisdom, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
I joined late. Was there any information that was passed?
Okay, so I want to address everyone. I'm hoping nobody should be leaving the call now because that's why I waited till now. Because I waited for over 5 minutes at the start of the call and you guys didn't join early.
Okay, thank you.
1 second, please. Okay, so I know you all can see my screen because even I can see the screen. Okay, so this is the capstone project framework. Your capstone project starts. As a matter of fact, your first submission is on the 28th of this month. So
just this Monday.
28th. Saturday, Sunday.
For the capstone project, everybody will be grouped into groups with product designers and digital marketers, right? And each group is supposed to create an app from either agriculture, finance, fintech, education, healthcare, media, entertainment, transportation, mobility. All that information is on this document I'm currently sharing on the screen because you guys are going to be working with this document to create the project.
Can we get these documents sent to us?
So for the capstone project, when everybody is paired, the first submission that you guys are giving us is on the 28th of this month. Now, there are already sample projects on this document, like you can see on the screen. For what you're submitting on Monday is the idea pitch. That's the idea stage. Share screen.
Everything on Monday. Wow.
So this is the project from a previous set. And this was, the title of their project is Arrive. That's the name of what they worked on. So what you need, cover page, the name of your project, your logo. You tell us the problem statement, the mission and vision statement, use case, pros and cons, conclusion. And then you have the brand guidelines and your team members. Finish. So this document is what tells us if we want to go with your project or you will need to change the project, right? Because while some ideas seem good, there are reasons why they are not being done. So if you're going to do something that has not been done, you'd have to, or something that is something that, okay, for instance, when they wanted to do Uber with planes, was that Uber or both? Helicopters within Lagos. There are lots of reasons why that won't work. First of all, it's a serious environmental hazard, right? The amount of noise pollution, sound pollution. Let's not even talk about the amount of CO2 emission that would happen with Nigerians trying to claim to be rich, wanting to fly every 2 minutes. So that was a serious hazard to the environment, and it was a no-no, and it would never have kicked off the ground. So situations like that are what we mean by apps that would not work, not because they cannot work, but because they shouldn't, because of how the impacts on the environment actually is why they should not function. So when you're giving puts in a team, this is just what you'll be doing for the idea stage. So for people that will want to complain, this is a 5 slide, this is 5 or 6 slides. If you're 5 on that team, everybody takes 1 page of the slide and it's done. It's not even supposed to take you 5 hours. I do this in less than 3 hours. So yes, you can actually do it. And other sets have done it. So you guys will do it. Right? 2 weeks, first 2 weeks theory, the second 2 weeks practical. Now we've hit the practical stage. Now understand that, like I said, when you guys came for the interview, the timelines for this program are very specific and very short. What that means is if it is just one team that works on a project, that is the team we will be reporting. We're not going to stress ourselves. The timeline for the program, once the timeline is up, it is up. It's not going to be exceeded for any reason, right? And it is very short. That means everybody has to dedicate a bit of time. If you and your team sit down for 1 hour, less than 1 hour, you get this done. You get it done. I know you guys have private classes, so yes, you can actually make this happen. So first presentation and feedback session, that's going to be virtual. It's going to be on the 4th of November. So after the idea pitch, when you submit that, you submit a presentation. If your idea was approved, you would work on the slide and then you work on the project and it will be presented on the 4th of November. We will review that, make corrections, and then send it back. Presentation rehearsal, which is physical, that's going to happen on the 7th of November. So what's going to happen is the corrections that you have made to your previous work will be reviewed again for the second time, physically. And note, you have 5 minutes to present. Each group has 5 minutes to work on the pitch deck, to present the pitch deck. So you have 5 minutes to sell your idea. That's why it's done that way. And then you have the final submission, which is on the 14th of November. And then the final event would be, it's actually 14th of November, but the form is closing 13th of November. Let me even make them so nice. This. Yes, let me change this to 13th. That one module will not make a difference. Yes. So yes, your final submission is on the 13th of November, no longer 14th, but now 13th. So yes, this is very, very important. For your idea stage, this is the form you're going to submit. The submission form link is here. So please submit it there. Each time I will be following you all up every week because of the capstone project. So I'm going to be in your face. Now understand that for every stage of this project, we're not just telling you to go and do something. See this View Africa, Dome, Suonu, Smart Farms, all these are previous projects that have been done. And they were put there for you to see guidelines of how it should follow, what it should look like, So yes, we're waiting for this class to finish. And for those that have not filled the baseline assessment form, well, this is just your first ticket to not getting certified, right? Because I've been singing this thing since the beginning of this week. So I'm wondering why he would not have filled it by now. I'm going to be working with the names on that form, and I'll be sending it to the groups. So when you get that document, call your group member, chat them up. Don't come on the WhatsApp group and start be saying, oh, those in group 6, those in group 7. I don't want to see that on the group. We don't want to see it. Privately message your group members and create a WhatsApp group and work privately. Let's not clog the group for that, because this is not the first time we'll see them. They'll come, group 6 members, group 7 members gather here. No, chat them. That's why their phone numbers are there. Chat them, call them, create a private group privately and put everybody on the group, right? So you must be wondering, why are we doing this? Why are we putting, we're not pairing you with your friends, we're just pairing you with people. You have to learn to work with people you've never worked with, that are not in your circle. You need to learn to work with strangers on projects that you have no idea, or you have zero information or very little information. Now, we're not just going to be teaching you problem-solving skills or communication skills. Now, this is practical problem-solving skills and communication skills, right? So I wish you guys all the best. This form, this document will be sent to the group, as well as the sheets containing everybody's names for grouping. So please, please, and please, all the criteria is on this thing. What is expected from you is on this document. What should be contained on your project is on this document. So please, read it through. I know people don't like to read. Please read it. It's not a lot of content. It's even in bullet points, so you don't miss anything. So read it through so that you can follow through and make your work, submit your work the way it should be submitted. Thank you.
Can we ask questions?
I'm about to ask.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
Okay, first, I want to ask, so if we do not, okay, what's the difference between this capstone project and the personal one that we are all working with our instructor? Which of them is, okay, I know both of them is quite important, but which of them will not grant us our access certificate at the end of this project? And
Oh, everything
also,
is important, actually. In fact, so let me just even say this, right, before you guys start crying. We usually write exams here at Net Factory, right? So it's assignments, capstone projects, exams. But because your project is 4 weeks, your program is 4 weeks, I scrapped out the exams. People that go through DGM, in fact, those that are currently taking the projects we're doing with World Bank, the IDS projects, it's even worse for them because they have to write exams, 2 exams, one for Net Factory and another one for international certification. So if they don't pass, they don't pass, right? So I've literally even helped you guys by scrapping out the exams, leaving the test. So this is it. None of those projects is unimportant. None of them. You're working with your facilitator on your personal work. That is to build you personally. Now, everything you've been learning that you've been doing on your own, this project is saying bring all that skill in and really see what you know. As if somebody comes tomorrow, you go on Upwork and you apply for a job to do something for someone. This is a practical example for you to say, see what you can really do. It's not, okay, I've learned A, I've learned B, I've learned C. No, this is practical work. And if I show you projects that people have done in 2 weeks, you would be surprised. But that is how much time they had to work on it. And that is why you have to make the team work regardless of what happens. Right?
all right, thank you very much.
Yes, that's it.
Please, I
Okay, any concerns?
want to say something concerning this baseline form.